It's very. In the beginning of the operations in Gaza, the Israeli troops said that the north of Gaza was interdicted. People should leave to the south. They would fight the Hamas in the north. Yeah. I think you must be a child to think that they will not eventually say the Hamas fled to the south and now they need to hunt them in the south too. What they did in Gaza is more or less what the RAF did in Dresden in World War II, yeah. Right? But they are not using fighters to shoot in everything that moves. They are using foot soldiers, as they said, as they did with the three Israeli hostages. Now they will start it in the south. The people in the south will have nowhere to go. It looked like they are trying to flush them out to Egypt, right? There is no other way out. They will be bombed, and they expect the Egypt accept all of them. Are they still hoping for this outcome?
No. Look, what the Israelis have lied about. What they said that their objective was to destroy Hamas.
Yeah,
that was their objective. No, it's not. Their objective is to destroy the Palestinian presence, not only in Gaza but in the West Bank. That's why they destroyed all the hospitals. They're attacking every hospital. Yeah. They're attacking every clinic. They're attacking and destroying schools. They're attacking charitable organizations. The Israelis have no regard for life. They are behaving in the same fashion that the Nazis behaved when they attacked decided to eliminate the Warsaw Ghetto comprised of Jews, and the same way that the Nazis behaved when they tried to destroy the Polish resistance in Warsaw in 1944. So it's a policy pure and simple of genocide. It is to eliminate Palestinians out of Gaza. There are already news stories circulating of Israeli real estate firms advertising, hey, be the first one to buy your property here in Gaza. Oceanfront property, woohoo. Oh, yeah. That it's sick, it's cynical, it's criminal. It's just despicable what they're doing. And they're not confining it to Gaza. That's why the Israelis are going into the West Bank. They've armed all of these settlers who are illegally occupying territory. And they're rounding up Palestinians, arresting them for nothing, women, children, teenagers. It's one thing if you've got somebody who's actually committed a crime or who's threatened violence and they're carrying a gun, but that's not what they're doing. So what they're doing is just through sheer intimidation, trying to incite fear. But you've got to then look at who's winning the propaganda, the PR battle. And again, in this case, the truth is on the side of the Palestinians. They don't have to claim falsely that babies are being killed, because you see the babies in horrific numbers that are the bodies being piled up. Israelis couldn't show you a picture of a damn baby, and there was not a single Jewish grandparent crying over a lost child. Please, that was a lie. The same with the claims about rape. But so the Palestinian, both Hamas, Hezbollah, other organizations have been very effective in putting together propaganda films to highlight and expose what the abuses, the suffering of the Palestinians, but they're also putting out videos of them ambushing Israeli columns, Israeli troop formations, tanks. The funniest one so far is they got some Israeli who's lighting up a bong, smoking grass, smoking marijuana out in the middle of combat. I guess try to mellow out for the afternoon, and Hamas put an RPG through the window and killed him. Well, Rocky Mountain High. So you've got that, and yet the images coming out from the Israelis are just the opposite. They had this, last week they had this group they strip all these guys down to their underwear. They're all standing on the street, And you see this one chubby guy in his underwear come out, and he's holding an AK rifle in his left hand. And then he's holding a magazine, an empty magazine, in his right hand. First question that ought to be asked, why the hell does a guy in his underwear still have access to a gun? Okay? When you capture somebody, the first thing you do is you take the gun away, make sure that they do not touch it, do not handle it. Oh, no, not the Israelis. They're so good and sophisticated. They left the guy in his underwear with this gun, this rifle. However, they then put out another video. Same guy walking back out, same route, except this time the rifle, instead of being in this hand, is now in this hand. And the magazine is, so they staged this thing for complete propaganda value. And then pictures of all of these men in underwear lined up in rows in ditches.
Random.
It looks like he's lining up Jewish men, women, and children at Babi Yar to shoot them in the ditch. I mean, these Israelis, they're out of control. They're absolutely out of control. I used to count myself as a supporter of Israel. Someone had said that, they deserve to exist as a nation. I've even questioned whether Israel should exist as a nation anymore. I think it's gotten that serious. They are out of control. They are one of the grossest human rights abusers in the world today, and they need to be stopped.